This here is the 52 Chevy job that I've had around here for a while now. And I need to get it buttoned up and gone. It's been here too long. Customer, I'm sure, is going to start hollering, and I don't want to see it anymore. So, I had it really, really close. Body-wise, I had it really, really close. I need to finish. I need to hang this sheet metal on the nose here and make sure everything is exactly the way I want it. And we'll block between the door and the fender and make sure all the lines are right up to snuff. And I didn't ever really have this. I had things set up sort of on the front end a few times, but I've enough to get a pretty good idea the metalwork was right and whatnot, but I've never had it really buttoned up good. It was kind of hanging there when I got it and zip tied in place, and so I'm gonna take a little time here and really button it up good. Of course, I'll have to take it all back apart, but hell, these things are like that. You build them 2-3 times. So this car is another one I'm cleaning up. This is probably the first time most people have seen it. I haven't done this one on YouTube at all. I was doing this before we were doing any YouTube stuff, but this thing was chopped elsewhere. Like most of the jobs we do here, we're cleaning up after somebody else. And I never got the full story on it. I don't know really what the falling out was about, or if there was a falling out or whatever, but it was supposed to be a metalwork professional. It didn't get finished, and it didn't even come close to getting finished. And what I saw, some of the work wasn't very professional. You can kind of see the roof line here where the chop is. They brought it down. It's wrong. I didn't get into that. I'm just praying the windshield rubber will deal with that. And I will probably jam it and get the glass in it before I finish painting it, just in case. But really, the whole problem is the geometry is off just a bit right here. So I would have to go, I'd have to get pretty surgical to fix that. That needed to get thought of before, not after. A lot of the other stuff I could kind of clean up after the fact. They never put any consideration to vent windows or side glass or anything. And when you chop a hard top, it gets a little tricky. So I think though, I got that fairly worked out. I got a few hurdles to jump on windshield yet, but I don't think it's a huge issue. And bodywork's almost done, which that's the biggest part. And then I guess that's about it. It's got a 49 Merc back window in it. I'll walk you around it. It's got a 49 Merc back window in it, and it's gonna have a 327. We built the 327 for it. We're gonna do new stainless duals. We're gonna plumb the brakes, and we're gonna hang a different differential under it, and then I'll spray it, and then the rest of it is supposed to be done elsewhere. I think the guy's supposed to do it on his own. We'll see. Oftentimes these jobs people add to them, and where you start out, you're supposed to do one part, you end up doing the whole thing. We'll jump off that bridge when we get to it, but I'll walk you around the car, you can see it. So this fender's hung on here. You can see the line. I was trying to get that just right. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other one. Everything's pretty straight now. It's all worked in. I've got the skirts for it over there. A new front bumper pan. The roof has got a lot of work in it from the chop and that back window going in it. So we've got a lot of work up there getting that straight. I believe it's pretty good. Trunk lid, I had to do a little work. Factory seams weren't that nice, so we cut a few edges and welded a few edges and made a new panel. So there, it's all blocked in. As you can see, I didn't just cut that edge because that would be very bad. You just end up with a shitty looking spot. So I worked all the way back and up into the fender and cut everything. You don't want to ever concentrate in one spot or lean on one spot. You're just going to make a mess. But that'll blend in real nice now. There you go. The nose is assembled. I'm pretty happy with it. And I think overall the car is ready for primer. I have to sand this, of course. And I'm not totally happy with this rocker panel down here as compared to the other door. The way it all finishes off in the front, so I'm going to do something about that. That's not a huge job. The other side's super nice, and this side really isn't, so I'm going to fix that before I finish priming it. I may fix that, do a a rough primer over it and kind of block it out, and then final prime the whole car. Other than that, I believe we're there. Put skirts on. Obviously, I've got to clean this thing. Huge. The hood is, we did that. I shaved it and welded it up in one piece. That's one of the things we did here, thank goodness, because, boy, if they'd have warped that the way they warped some of the other stuff, I never would have got it straight. But then, see this side, see that fitment down there on that rocker is much nicer. So I want that same fitment on both sides. Pretty small area, it's no big deal. Got all the skirt on here. So we've been over this thing, and I've just, I went all back over it and double checked everything and hit it with a finer paper. Because when we board sand this spray fill, we do it in 80 grit. This stuff is hard as glass. So once you break into it, it's not. But the top of it is hard as glass. So we got this done, which is cool. And then after that, all we have to do is the final prime. And we'll wet sand that. Should be ready to spray. Some OnlyFans.
I mean, we're just talking about OnlyFans, and like these chicks with say even 500 followers, $10 a follower, and they're all just like, look at me. And it's like some ugly chick, and it's like, what the, you're two. Like, why is there fans? Like, there should be only one fan.
You must be at least a 4 with those glasses.
I'm at least a 4 with these glasses. I mean, look at me, just.
You the man.
Ladies.
But I do think it, honestly, some chick wants to pull her tits out, says she's gonna, which of course she can't, on YouTube, and you'll see 3 million views on a fucking short, 5 million, whatever.
Look at right now with Tim Allen and Pam Anderson. Says, "Oh, Tim Allen flashed me." It's like, how many people did you flash with your tits? Like,
I don't know.
I wouldn't be that insulted. I mean, I'm not sure that's a traumatic moment,
You mean Tim Allen is offended, or you mean Pam Anderson?
Pam Anderson says she's offended.
Says she's offended that Tim Allen was like, check out this nipple. Like, that's funny. It's funny when he does it. It's just sexual exploitation when she does it.
I guess that depends on which side of the fence you're standing on. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, you're not bad at that, Al.
Yeah, probably not. 52 Chevy, the metal professional that was working on this thing, it was supposed to do all the welding, which I wish you could have seen some of the welding. Anyway, didn't finish his metalwork. Didn't really plan everything out, so we're trying to chop down these inner moldings to fit. The other side I did it worked all right, so it's kind of no big deal, I guess. And then, quite luckily, this inner structure here, which I thought the curvature would be dead wrong, it's not too bad. The other side I got it cut down, and I was able to use this inner, there's like an inner piece that goes above the rear door panel. Obviously, the front door don't do anything. So all that worked out pretty good. And I just have to shorten this rear piece. There's not much to do there. And then this one, I just got to take a chunk out of it. And in order to find what I got to do, I just screw half of it up, and then put the other half up against it, and then just chop down between them, weld it together. Fairly simple. I'm trying to go below this screw hole, so I maintain that original screw hole. And I'll pull this piece out here. And it's a big difference. See how much they chopped out of the roof? There and there. It's like a lot. But as this thing starts to come together, the molding goes on, the rubber goes on, and this inner molding goes on. Steering wheel pretty well fills up the windshield, so I'm not sure that maybe they got a little too much. There. I just take to screw everything in properly. We're gonna make John OnlyFans family page. He can afford his automotive habit. You think anybody pay to see you on there? No. You think anybody will buy a subscription? So I know a couple of girls that have that I'm thinking I wouldn't pay to see, but mind you, I don't want anybody to pay to see anybody with all the free shit. The internet's actually disturbing. And you see that? They cut so much out of there, I can't even, like, I've got to cut another piece off to get it screwed into place. I can't just cut it in half and put it up there. It's really, yeah, well, actually, there's two like that, because like I have to knock a little bit off to get it together. And then I put it up, and then I cut it again. That's a lot of material. Actually, see that screw hole lines up. You need to put a screw in there.
Once everything gets in here, you're probably going to be seeing them up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The steering wheel's gonna
You come to looking through the top bar.
fill up the windshield, you know. I mean, definitely had more time for nonsense when I was younger. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe I had more energy to create nonsense too. I don't know.
Me too. Don't have too much energy to fucking get doesn't cost me much when I get older. I'm getting enough trouble at home without going anywhere else.
Yeah, but you try.
Yeah.
You purposefully antagonized your wife.
Keep her.
You got a little death wish thing going on there. Like, please, honey, poison my food.
I'll make you get her. I'm pretty sure she expects I'm gonna end up with something else where summer's over.
But John, you probably will end up with something else for summer's over.
Oh yeah, guaranteed. Once or twice anyway.
I mean, you got a little buy-in now. We're gonna have to send you the Junk Anonymous. You have to go into the 12-step program to quit buying trash.
I borrow an air hose over there.
There, go ahead.
A little blowy.
You want to blow it? Oh, here. You're in the wrong place, brother. Say hi. Yeah. Marketplace search engine sucks. I'll send you the link. It's the search engine there. You can't. If you see something you like, you better save it because you'll never punch the search engine and find it.
Usually when you take everything apart, they come out miserable.
You gotta Google were welds in there or what? If it helps, you can actually get your hand in there and get a decent angle at it.
Wow.
Besides, I was able to reuse all the original screw holes. Everybody had to drill one. There's the interior metalwork, which I didn't think would fit. All the curvature works out perfectly. I just have to shorten it. Try to get it to fit well. All that works out well. The front piece that comes around is alright. Those inner pieces, you saw me working on them before. I'm pretty pleased. Actually got a pretty cool look to it. So all that'll be red. Top of the dash will be red. That inner piece I was working on before there will be red. It'll be beige from this inset in here. And the wheel, well, not really beige, more of a cream. The rear used to have that around the rear window, but that's 49 Merc, so obviously that's never gonna fit, so we'll just scrap that idea right off. Interior guy will have to figure that one out. That's gonna actually look pretty damn good.